If getting access to high-speed internet anywhere that you go is something that's important to you, then you're gonna wanna stick around. Today, I'm deep in the Sierra Nevadas, testing the Starlink Mini in real mountain environments. Zero cell service, dense trees, fire roads, exactly the type of place where people assume remote work is impossible. I got the Starlink Mini kitted out with all of our Veritas gear, the travel case, the hardtop, rubber-coated magnets, Peak 2 battery. Let's see if this kit actually delivers high-speed internet anywhere that we go. A lot of people want the freedom to work in places they actually want to be, mountains, the river, and not necessarily need to sacrifice on their productivity. That's really what the Starlink Mini is all about. It's not necessarily getting access to high-speed internet so you can doom scroll TikTok. It's being able to live and go the places you want to go and still get access to high-speed internet to access work, your family, or even be your lifeline if you're really in deep backcountry places like where we are today. All right, now it's time to do a gear breakdown of everything that we brought in order to get access to high-speed internet. So right here is our travel case. This is our hard travel case, and it is a Pelican-like case that holds all of your Starlink gear in it. There's a weather seal around it right here, so this can be fully submerged, rain, hail, deploying this out in the field, stepping over it. Since it is a Pelican-like style, it's gonna keep everything really protected. And as soon as you open it, you're greeted with our Starlink Mini mount. Our Starlink Mini mounts are manufactured via CNC from HDPE. It is one solid piece of plastic. It is not 3D printed, so this really can stand the test of time and really be in outside environments. HDPE is the same material used in ballistic armor and in boat deck applications. So again, rain, hail, rock, if you have this mounted on top of your vehicle, brush that are scratching through this, it's extremely durable and extremely high quality. The hardtop fully covers the face of your Starlink Mini and it does not interfere with connectivity whatsoever. We have two attachment points. So there's an attachment point here at the top and then down here at the bottom. As you can see here, we have it kitted out with our rubber coated magnets. These are rubber coated in order to protect your paint, and they have 150 pounds of holding power. So we're actually gonna slop this on top of the truck, and then this can go down and handle highway speeds no problem. Or if you're wanting to use industrial grade suction cups, we also sell these. These are pump suctions, and they can either be mounted on the top here. So I can show you what that looks like. And if you want the dish facing up, let's say on a sunroof or on the inside of your vehicle, if you have a big glass roof, that can do the job. These can also handle highway speeds no problem. However, we do recommend using our rubber coated magnets if you're planning to do on the outside of your vehicle. Lastly, for power options, we have our Peak 2 battery here. This is a 99 watt hour battery. So this is actually fits within the TSA requirement. So you can bring this onto a plane. And this is gonna give you 4 to 5 hours of power to your Starlink Mini, and it's gonna make this Starlink completely wireless. When you get off the main roads here, deep in the Sierra Nevadas, you lose complete connection to the internet. And if you're somebody who does remote work, needs to stay connected to your family, or even runs a business, that is not an option. It's really gonna limit the places that you can go and the places that you wanna go. So this is where this really comes in handy. So let's go ahead and slap this gear on top of the truck now. And now that we have this all kitted out, these rubber coated magnets are extremely strong. Turn it on, activate that DC port. Got that DC port activated, and now in a matter of moments, we're gonna be connected to high-speed internet. Alrighty, we have the Starlink Mini fully connected, and now let's run a variety of different speed tests. And the purpose of running a variety of different speed tests isn't just about the numbers. I'll report all of those, but really it's to give you confidence. Confidence that no matter where you go, especially in a place like this, you could stay fully connected and get the work that you need to do done. So we're gonna test some speed tests, some video streaming calls, and I actually got some work I got to do here, and we'll see how it holds up and performs. Alrighty, we've been sitting here for quite some time getting some work done on the laptop and running some speed tests, and we'll go ahead and pop up a screenshot right here of the results. We ran over 6 different speed tests and found that we're getting on average 130 megabits down and 9.3 megabits up. This is phenomenal speed, especially taking into consideration that I'm currently in SOS and have absolutely no cell service whatsoever. So this speed is going to be extremely reliable, and I've been connecting with the team, taking video calls, having no problem whatsoever. And you know, now that we've been here for some time, I think it's a really great opportunity to show the versatility of the Starlink. So we currently have the Starlink Mini mounted on top of my truck using our rubber coated magnets, and it's been running off of the peak dew battery. As I mentioned before, this makes your Starlink Mini completely wireless. That peak dew battery is going to give you 4 to 5 hours of power to your Starlink Mini, no problem. So let's say that I'm currently at a campsite and I'm fully set up, and we are in pretty good coverage right now. So if I can maybe point the camera up, you could see we have a lot of coverage in the sense of a lot of trees, and given that this is a satellite-based internet, this can sometimes be a problem. So this connectivity that I'm getting is in this very dense area, and since Starlink has their automatic beam switching now, it's connecting to multiple different satellites at a very fast pace. But if I get more dense into the wood, my internet's gonna get a little more shoddy. And that's why people don't necessarily want to permanently mount up their Starlink. Let's say you're on a big rig, like a big RV or a big travel trailer, or you got your whole entire, search and rescue site set up and you don't want to have to move it. If you have a permanent setup, you're gonna have to move the vehicle to do that. What's really awesome about us is that you can just pop it off. So we'll go ahead and turn this around, and you can see the Starlink, and I'm still at 71%. I want to go ahead and deploy this in a different spot. So let's go ahead and turn this Starlink off. We'll turn that DC port, and these rubber coated magnets are extremely strong here. So that's why this handle makes it really easy. You can just put your thumb right here and pull up. And that's going to take the Mini off. And we can slap everything inside of our travel case here. And if we want to deploy this in a different area, we can definitely do that. So let's say you had some additional power inside of there, or you want to bring a power bank with your team, you could run your power in there. So one thing that I will share is the peak dew battery gives you 45 hours, but we have a bigger power station right here too. So if I wanted to take this out and deploy it a little closer to the river, I can 100% do that. And now we can take our Starlink to an even further location. So let's go ahead and walk out deeper into the woods and deploy the Starlink in another location and see how it performs. And there we go. We have the Starlink deployed off the vehicle, and I was able to hike out here and get it fully connected. That's gonna be booted up. We just got done turning it on. And what's really awesome is that this area here is also pretty dense up here. So we'll see how the Starlink does getting connected. And what I had mentioned earlier is that you could throw it into our travel case. But another thing that's awesome about our handle is that you could carry it with our handle right here. This makes it really awesome for taking it on and off a magnetic surface, because it's nice to have some leverage when you pop that off. But if you do need to carry this, then that's going to be a really great option as well. This thing performed like a beast. When you have a setup like this, it completely changes the definition of remote work in today's world. You have ultimate freedom. You're not tied to your desk. You can go anywhere that you want to be and make sure, as long as you have a laptop or your cell phone, you're fully connected here. So this Starlink Mini held up extremely well. I just got back from hiking about half a mile in and deployed the Starlink. We had really good connectivity, great connectivity on top of the truck, and we were able to stay connected with the team and do everything that we needed to do through our work. So if getting access to high-speed internet anywhere that you go is something that's really important to you, then you probably want a Starlink. At Veritas Fans, we're the one-stop shop for getting access to high-speed internet anywhere. We have all the power options, all the connectivity options, the protection options, and so on and so forth. So go ahead and click the link down below and go ahead and check us out at veritasfans.com, or even shoot us a comment. If you have questions and want to know better about how the Starlink performs, or some more technical related questions, go ahead and let us know. We really want to help you out to make sure that you're no longer tied to your desk, that you're able to go wherever you want to go. So we'll go ahead and catch you on the next one.